Hi there. Welcome to Carla is Crafty number 72. How are you guys doing? I'm dropping things in the floor already. So, my room that I store a lot of things in is kind of in disarray because I've got all my stuff I'm getting ready for my craft fair that I'm doing this fall. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Carla. I'm a mom, a wife, and a midwife. And I'm a born-again Christian, and I love people enough to tell them that. Welcome. It's good to see you guys. If you're new, I appreciate you coming in to see me. I generally just talk about things I've made or going to make and things I've gotten. I know my last video was quite a while ago, and it was my Ireland edition from where I went to Ireland, so that was a lot of fun. And if you've watched Mary from Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, she popped up a new video, and I think she linked me so that you can see all the fun things we did in Ireland. So today we'll start with finished objects. I have been making a lot of sewn items for craft fair to sell this year because I decided I was going to jump into the craft fair market because I love making things, and I don't generally like making the same thing over and over again, and I didn't want to get to where I wasn't enjoying things, and so I don't. But I found some things that I really enjoy making, and making more than one of them has been absolutely fun, and I love looking at all the new fabrics and yarns and things like that. Well, I had some crochet like kitchen items that I had made, and I thought, let's throw in some snuggly stuffy things because people like those. They seem to like those. And so I found this snuggle bunny pattern, and they're super cute. I'm sorry, not snuggle bunny. I do have a snuggle bunny pattern, and I'm going to make one, but these are snuggle puppies. If you belong to my Facebook group, Carla is Crafty, then you've seen some of the stuff I've made. Sorry, everything's down kind of in the floor because, like I said, my room's a mess. So the very first snuggle puppy I made, I've actually sold already, along, with a snuggle bear. So this is just like the one I made that I've sold already. And it's made with Bernat blanket yarn, and of course it's so cute. This is just flat, it's not stuffed. The only stuffed part is the head. So this is one I have. I'll link, like the colors and things like that below. And then this obviously is black Bernat blanket yarn. So there's that guy. And then this one's kind of a one of a kind, and yes, it's already sold. But I have to show it because this is yarn, Bernat blanket yarn that I bought at, isn't he cute? I just love the way he turned out with that variegated yarn. And I had bought it at Tuesday Morning ages ago, because Tuesday Morning doesn't exist anymore. But it was a little shop that sold like overstocks and things like that. And they used to get like yarn and fabric. I would get some nice charm packs or jelly rolls, things like that from there. But during COVID, like that stopped. I would go in there after COVID and they didn't have hardly any crafty stuff, which was really sad because I would get some really good buys on yarn and I really enjoyed that. And I've made a lot of stuff out of it. And you guys have seen through the years the stuff that I've gotten there. So that was some that I had bought ages ago, and I think I had 3 of the small skeins, and I made one of the rabbits, because I thought it made a really cute little rabbit. And so I had 2 skeins left, and it was enough to make that dog, that puppy. So I thought that was great. Again, I'll link these patterns. I bought all my patterns off Etsy, and I'll link them in the description. You guys know how I do things. I make the video and I upload it, and then like a couple of days later I go back in and put all the stuff in the description because it takes a while for these videos to upload, even with my new better Verizon internet that I really like. Now I will say that I'm not going to trash somebody's pattern, other than to say this was the bear pattern I found, and I made it exactly the way it said to make it, and I don't like it. And I'll pop up a picture of the bear I did make, because I made one. Basically, I took the puppy pattern that I bought and I designed my own head, which was one piece. And then you add the ears and stuff, and then you embroider the nose and things like that. And then just made the snuggle puppy body. And I think the bear turned out better. This, I just don't like the way this is made. This is a separate piece, the muzzle. And so that's kind of a pain to put on there, because you have to stuff it and put on. And it's not that I couldn't do it, I did it, but I just don't, I don't like this. This bear looks anemic. But like I said, I'm not going to trash, and I'm not going to tell you what pattern I used, what pattern I bought to make this. And it's my personal opinion that I don't like it. You're entitled to not like something, right? I mean, we all have patterns and things. You may see some of the things I make and you may not like them. So there you go. Moving on. So the next thing I made was this no-sew dragon, which I think is absolutely adorable. Uh-oh, where'd you go, little dragon? Oh no, I've lost my dragon. Seriously, where did he go? Okay. I may not be able, oh, I lost him in the aprons. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, look at him. So, I mean, you know, you do make the wings separately, but then you crochet them in as you make the body. I mean, and it's literally, and I mean, the same thing with the hands, or the, you know, the forelegs or whatever you want to call it. I guess they don't have arms and feet, do they? Anyway, you make the wings separate and the appendages separate, but then you crochet them in as you make the body. So I loved it. I thought it was a great pattern. This is Hobby Lobby. I believe it's all called Cozy Occasion. It's their blanket yarn, their Hobby Lobby blanket yarn. And I don't remember the color names, but I'll get those in the description box too. Next, I made axolotls. Oh my goodness. These are my big axolotls. And see, they have little tail things. This is optional, the tail color, but I liked it on there. So anyway, look at their little feet. I love them. Anyway, these are my two big ones. And then I made two little ones. There's a blue one. And okay, don't know where the other one ended up. It probably rolled in the floor because I'm trying to, oh no, it's sitting on my lap. And a purple one. And then I had the big purple and the big pink. And whoops, I had him upside down, didn't I? And I mean, they're just fun to make, and they're so cute. And these are also no-sew. And again, I'll link the pattern. I mean, you make them all at once, and then you go back and just crochet that gill on the back. So I mean, they're really fun, and I think they're so cute. And I mean, again, it's just, I wanted to have some little things in my booth that were kind of just lower price and that were cutesy that kids would like to, because I know there'll be kids at craft fairs. And then I couldn't resist making one of these chubby little chickens, okay? Now he looks like an angry bird, I know. But he was my first attempt. I'm awaiting some different yarn because I wanted to make some with some color in it. That's coming from Joann's. I think it'll be here Wednesday. Anyway, I'm waiting for that. But that's made with Bernat blanket. The color is, it's white, but it's not white. It's got a specific name, and I don't remember what it was. And then of course there's red for the little coxcomb or whatever you want to call it, and then black Bernat blanket for the eyes, and then for the beak I just used Red Heart yellow because I didn't have any blanket. I couldn't find any blanket yarn in yellow like in the store, and I was trying to get it done just so I could see what it would look like made up. I was trying to make like one of each of these items to see how I liked making them, because I thought if I don't enjoy making them, I'm not going to make multiples. And then there's this little cow. Oh my goodness. He is so cute. And he's a loso. You make him, and then I believe you have to sew the nose on separately and the ears. The little horns, you know, and everything. You make him all in one piece, tail and all that. And then you sew those extra the little ears and the nose on, which, you know you can't hardly see that little eye because it's in the middle of that brown, but he's so cute, isn't he? Just right in the palm of your hand. Anyway, again, I'll link the patterns. He's made with Premier, oh, and so are the axolotls. They're made with Premier Parfait and various colors, and I will definitely get that linked. And then I love this little thing too. Oh my goodness, this little chubby cat. Okay. I don't think I put his tail on quite the way I was supposed to because it's kind of floppy, but he's still cute. And this little buddy, he is also a no-sew. So you crochet the whole thing, and then, you know, you do make the tail separately, but then you crochet it in as you're making the cat. And I just thought he was so cute. He may stay with me since his tail's funky. I'll make more that don't have funky tails. He's also made with Premier Parfait in various colors, and I will link those too. The cow I made, which I said I'll have to pop in a picture of the cow and the first puppy I made because I sold those, not cow, bear. I'm looking at my notes and it says cow. The bear I made, that I kind of made my own head pattern and then used the puppy body. That and the first puppy I sold, I'll have to pop in a picture because those are already gone to their little owners. And he is made out of Hobby Lobby Cozy Occasion yarn, which is their blanket yarn, and it's coffee is the color. Yeah, Cozy Occasion coffee. So I have a bunch of aprons that I made, and you may have seen some of these fabrics before, and you may not have. So the first apron I'll show you is, I actually bought this canvas fabric. It was on sale at Joann's, and I just thought it was so cute. But it's got all this coffee stuff on it. And so I bought this for the front, and this is a different apron pattern. I think I had a chicken one that I showed you guys before. Well, they didn't have very much of this coffee fabric, and it's canvas also. So I bought enough of it to make the pockets, and then I just used plain brown cotton to line it with, because you don't see this side, right? Because this is the one where you take two pieces that are like 25 by 36, and you sew them together, turn them right side out, and then you flip the one on the back up. So basically I just sewed the brown to this coffee canvas so I could flip it up and make the pockets, you know. And then you make, this is not, I didn't pay for this pattern. It's a pattern that's on YouTube. It was a tutorial. I'm not stealing from anybody by telling you guys how to make this. You make your strap, and then you bring your corners together here and tack them, well, sew them or whatever, and then you sew like a, well, you know what I mean. You sew your apron place where your straps go. I know there's a name for it, and I know I can't think of it, and I'm sorry, but there you go. But what I did was, I really didn't feel like they needed to be 25 inches wide, so I just cut that yard of fabric in half. So it was basically 22 inches wide, because I think it's 44-inch fabric. And I got, out of 3 yards of this fabric, I got 6 of these aprons. I donated 2 to our Harbor Coffee Shop here in Ulaga because I knew that they would use them, and I thought they were a cute thing for them. And then I have 4 to sell at market. I also bought, I'm going to make some Christmas aprons out of this. This is canvas too, but it's poinsettias, and I thought it was gorgeous. So I'm going to make Actually, I bought that fabric to make myself a bag because I want a Christmas bag, tote bag. And then while I was at it, because the price was like, you got a discount. You got a certain discount, I think, for the first time you purchased from these people. And it's a family-owned fabric business. I believe they're in Maine. I'll pop their information in there. I may be wrong. It's back east, but I'm pretty sure it was Maine. So I will take care of that. And by buying 5 yards, the 5th yard I didn't pay for. Okay. And by buying enough, I got free shipping. So no shipping, and I got 5 yards for the price of 4. Okay. And I thought it was a very reasonable price anyway. So think what you may. Yes, I know. I do not hoard fabric and yarn. I rescue it. Because it's beautiful. And life's too short not to have beautiful yarn and fabric, right? I'm just saying. Okay, enough of my craziness. Anyway, so I'm going to make some, I decided, oh, I'll buy extra and I'll make Christmas aprons out of that because I thought that might go over good at market. I have a little over a month before my first market. It's in September. And then I have another market scheduled in October. So that, I think I'll probably have Christmas and stuff. The one in September, I'll have some of my fall things, but, you know, anyway. Moving on. I think you guys have seen this apron. So it's my crisscross apron, but this is one side and this is the other. And of course, the pockets are what's opposite side. I really like that fabric. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is also from Hobby Lobby, okay? So one side is these pumpkins, the other side is this really cute polka dot orange. I'll be honest, I tend to not buy fabric unless it's on sale. Hobby Lobby has their fabric on sale every other week for 40% off. This is some Christmas fabric. Look, it is coffee and donuts. Is that not adorable? And then this really cute just snowflakes and dots and stuff. And so one side is this, one side is this, and then the pockets are made from the opposite side. When I get to the end, I'll show you the last ones. I'll show you what the apron looks like in case you haven't seen it before. And then this one I thought was really cute. I thought somebody might want this for their teacher because it's got letters and apples, and then it's got all sorts of little teacher back to school things on it. This fabric is all these fabrics I'm showing you are from Hobby Lobby. When I get to the ones from Michaels, I think I have some from Michaels. Oh, do I have any from Michaels? I may have shown you those last time. Michaels is selling fabric in the store now. I think I did tell you guys that. I can't be sure, but anyway, all of the fabric I'm showing you right now is from Hobby Lobby, okay? And then this Santa fabric is adorable. And look at this other fabric for the other side. It's like baking. And of course, you know, I bake cookies and decorate them, so I had to do that one. And then this one is kind of a farm theme. It's got the chickens and stuff. And look at this. Isn't that cute? I just thought, no. And like I said, all these are from Hobby Lobby. If I didn't show you the stuff from Michaels, I apologize. I've shown you guys so much stuff. I don't know. This one's from Hobby Lobby too. It's cows. And then the other side is just the black and white cow print, which I love. I know. And I love beautiful fabric, and how sad that I'm going to have to part with it. And then this one I just really liked. It's, you know, just kind of a buffalo check or whatever, but I just thought this was gorgeous. And so that one's that. And so that's a chunk of aprons that I have. I have many more. My goal was to have 10 aprons for each market, and so I have right about 20 of the crisscross aprons. Oh, I was going to show you what they look like in case you haven't seen them. Anyway, so, you know, they're crisscross. Oh, I didn't do that right. Anyway, it crisscrosses in the back, and then it's just a nice little round neck in the front. And then they're all reversible. Okay. So then when you flip it around, you get this with those cute checked pockets. When I went to make this, I kind of realized that those reds are not necessarily the exact same red, but they're close enough, I think. I mean, they still look beautiful. Anyway, so those are the crisscross aprons. I need to take an evening after work or something and get my mannequin out. My mannequin that's dressed like Minerva McGonagall. I usually get her out in the hallway and I put the aprons on, and then I flip them inside out, you know, flip them to the other side and take pictures so that I have kind of a history of what I have. I really need to do like a spreadsheet or something with an inventory of my products that I have for market. Next, bags. Oh, the bags. I know I've shown you guys my minis. So these, I actually bought a charm pack, which charm packs are 42 5-inch squares. Well, I think you can get 10-inch charm packs too, but the ones I buy majority of the time are 5-inch squares. And so these mini bags, they're so cute. They have the little thing on them. Well, this one, this 42 charm pack, and I cut them into 2.5-inch squares to make these bags, and I actually got 3 bags out of one 42 5-inch charm pack. So I like that. That's fun. And then I didn't know they had bitty bags. I think I told you last time. I didn't realize that. And so, and they have Mondo bags, which are the big ones. So this one is made with a 42 5-inch charm packs, and then I had to, it takes 48 5-inch squares times 4, okay, so 192 I believe. So it takes 48 for each panel that you put together, and so I always have to add in some other fabric. And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what fabric was not in this charm pack that I added into this. That's pretty funny. So that tells you that I'm pretty good at matching colors. And then I just buy something to make the lining and the straps from. This one's already sold. It's actually a special order for a dear friend of mine. All of these that I'm showing you, not the little minis I just did, but all these others are special orders. Here's another Mondo. This, my friend also ordered this one, and it's purples. I can tell you which one was not in the charm pack of this one because I know what fabric it was. It's actually the lining fabric that I threw in out here too. So I try to match my lining fabrics really well so that I need to make, you know. Now this one, I didn't have to throw in extra fabric because I can get a midi and a mini out of a 5-inch 42 pack charm pack. So there's, you know, like I said, there's 42 5-inch squares in a charm pack most of the time, okay? We'll talk about that in a minute. But I got a midi bag, which is in between the two, and then a mini bag. Now, she ordered the midi bag. I made the biddy bag because I had enough to make it as a, that's my little gift to her because she's my sweet friend and she's sweet about supporting my business, but anyway. So there's the difference between the Mondo bag and the midi bag. So if you can kind of, sorry, I know it's hard to, there you go. There's a little bit easier to tell. Yes, and I probably should know the dimensions of these bags off the top of my head, but I don't. So that's something I'll have to throw into the description as well. Sorry, my kids are traveling and they just alerted me that they're back in Oklahoma. Yay! or close to home actually. They've been back in Oklahoma for a while. They weren't that far out. Anyway, sorry. You know how mamas are. Isn't mamas? We love our kitties. Okay, and then, you know, I was working on my vanilla socks. This is my pumpkin spice pair of socks. As you can tell, I've worn them and washed them because they're a little crumply, because they got thrown in the laundry basket after I dried them. And these are the ones that I made with the pumpkin spice set that I bought in Ireland at Hank's. Yes, was the name of the yarn shop. Anyway, those are my socks. I like them. They're so cute, and I have worn them. And then these are the ones that traveled and kept getting lost, right? They are made out of Common Room, which is a Harry Potter themed yarn from Lolo Did It. And I am a true teenager of the 80s. I loved slouchy socks. These aren't really slouchy, but I just like that really long ribbing on them. I thought I'd play around and do that. Anyway, they turned out really cute. And it's the vanilla sock pattern. I just made a really long cuff because I can. And then I thought I had all this really pretty, again, bought it at Tuesday Morning. Really good price on some Bernat. Oh heavens. It's cotton, but it's their holiday cotton. And so I thought, I'm going to make needle cases. Have you guys seen the ones that Mowgli, the needle case pattern that she has for free? And I'll link it again. So it's a really nice needle case. I generally make it with contrasting color for the pocket. Hers doesn't call for you to seal this side of it. I always seal that side of it because I think it's a perfect place to put your little tiny scissors in. And then I just use this side for hooking stitch markers in, and you make this panel and then you make this panel, and you actually, when you're doing the last row and doing your border, that's when you sew this in. And then I just went through and slip stitched that together, and you know, you have to make a buttonhole, and then you got to put a button on it. So I made several of them. So I got a red one, and I've got a green one with a white inside, and I've got another green one with a white inside. I've got a white one. I know that pink isn't really Christmassy, and it's got a black inside, but I just really liked it. And I don't pay full price for buttons either. I buy them on clearance. So I could show you button after button that I bought at Hobby Lobby when they have them on clearance. And all these buttons are clearance buttons from Hobby Lobby. Oh, and there's another green one with a white inside, and a pretty little silver looking button. And then I have two black ones. This one has a silver button, and it has a white inside pocket, and this one has another white inside pocket, this other black one, and it's got a red button on it, which I thought was very pretty. But that's all that sparkly Bernat. Now this is some Christmas. I won't guarantee this is Premier or Bernat. I can't remember which skein. I have a Premier and a Bernat that I made some out of, but this is, you know, red, white, and green. And I just made one, and I'm actually using it myself because I wasn't sure. I mean, and I didn't even, when I made this, I didn't make this and the pocket separately. Don't ask me. I don't remember how I did it, but I did it that way. Anyway, I didn't know if I would like it, and so I made one for me, and I was just kind of playing around. I do kind of like it though. Anyway, see, it's the perfect little pocket for your scissors. And then you put your needles here, and then, you know, you can hang some stitch markers. I don't have very many stitch markers on it right now. I've just been using it, you know, anyway. And I don't know. It's a simple little pattern. It's just, you know, single crochet or whatever. It's got a pretty red button, but I have several, well, I do have several. I can't tell you where they all are. Somebody gifted me with one during a yarn swap. You know who you are. And then I thought, oh, those would make cute little gifts. And so I've made them for other people. And I thought, oh, those might make a cute little thing. I don't know if I'm going to have any crafters or people who want to buy for crafters, but I thought, you know what, I'll make some of those and throw those in my market. I'm trying not to have too much variety, but I'm kind of letting things get out of hand. Anyway, so, and then I decided I wanted to make Grinches just because, okay? Because I like Grinches. So this pattern, it's a great pattern, okay? Do not judge the pattern by this Grinch. The problem is it's supposed to be made with blanket yarn or bulky yarn, and I didn't have any at the time. I had to order some from Amazon. I'll show you that in a minute. So I made this with spring green Red Heart Super Saver worsted. And so when I made him, his foot turns out a little bit. So he's a little wonky. He's got a little attitude. Anyway. But look, he's got those little fluffy fingers and his little fluffy hair. And I didn't realize it, but I had a bunch of safety eyes in this kit, and it came with little noses too, so I threw him on there. He's just going to be my little mascot to sit on my table at Craft Market. I wouldn't expect anybody to buy him because he's wonky, but I just wanted to see how the pattern worked out, so I finished him up this morning before church, and I thought, oh, that's cute. I'll show you guys, but again, do not judge her pattern, which I will link, by this guy, because again, I had to kind of adjust it because it's not the blanket yarn, because the blanket yarn works up totally different. So I did find some green, what I thought was Grinch green blanket yarn, and I ordered it from Amazon, and it came today, like about an hour ago, in shrink wrap. There's no name on it. There wasn't any name on the Amazon thing. I'll link where I pay, I'll link the thing from Amazon that I bought it. There was no, I have no idea. It just says like made in China, and it has a number on it. But I just thought that was hilarious when it showed up and it was just all wrapped up like this. But it doesn't, I'm trying to peel this other sticker on and see if I can read below it. But it says new on it. It just doesn't have a company name or anything. And it just, I mean, who knows? Yeah, it does. It's 568 yards though. I mean, that's what I needed. I guess I could find my other thing and open it up so you could see it, but you probably really don't care. It's blanket yarn. Anyway, it looks like fuzzy blanket yarn. So hopefully that will work, and I'll work up a Grinch, and maybe I'll have that to show you the next time. Joys in progress. I have more Mondos, minis, and midi bags. So I got a charm pack, and obviously I've just made the panels. So now I have to go and get my fabric that I use for the lining, and the midi bag and the Mondo bag, you use like flex foam. I use flex foam. It calls for Bianni Soft and Stable, which I also use, and I have some of that too. It just depends on what I can find the best price on, because I try not to make them too expensive so that, people will want to buy them. Anyway, this is some Christmas fabric, and obviously I have 4 panels like this, and I have 4 panels like this. This will be my midi bag. This will be my biddy bag. And Christmassy, gorgeous, love it. And it's got some metallic in it, which I thought was really pretty. And then all of this fabric is from the Missouri Quilt Company. They have good buys on their charm pack sometimes. This is like actually a Riley Blake charm pack. Now, normally charm packs, 5-inch charm packs normally come with 42 5-inch squares. This one and my pink one, oh, that's why the pink one's all matchy and I couldn't figure out the different one. Those were all, those came in 24. There were 24 5-inch squares. So technically buying 2 of the charm packs meant I had enough for the bag, because that's 48. And 48 charm packs, cut them up into squares. Anyway, I love this fabric. I think it is so pretty. Anyway, so I bought 2 of those charm packs when I realized there were only 24. And the reason I realized it is because when I was making the pink one, I went to cut it out and I went, hey, there's only 24 of these. So I can't just add 6 more squares to each panel and have enough. I'm going to have to double it. And I thought, well, that's silly. I'm never going to match that many. Well, I might. I would have had to make, it would have been a lot. So when I ordered my next batch of fabric, I just ordered another one of the pink. And then I ordered 2 of that one. And I started paying attention when I was ordering. Because I thought, oh, that's a good price on that. Riley Blake, she's a great designer. I love Riley Blake's designs. I mean, I know, I bet she just, hers are always so cute. Anyway. And then this one, I just, sunflowers and sunflower seeds and little gingham squares. Oh, I just love it. And I actually just happen to have some sunflower fabric. I think that's one of them, you know. So that didn't come in the charm pack, but anyway, because like I said, you got to add 6 more squares to get your 48, because you only get 42 with the charm pack. If I'm not making any sense, I apologize. And then this one, this is also from Missouri Quilt Company, and that is the bomb. I really like batik fabrics, and that orange and blue, I don't know what it is about it, but I really like it. And again, obviously I have 4 panels just like that. I just didn't bring them all in here because my sewing machine's in the other room, and I didn't need to bring all 4 of them. You didn't need to see all 4, you just need to see one to know what it looks like, because I try to make the panels exactly alike. I know that's weird. Maybe I'm OCD. I don't know. Anyway, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags that I need to cut out the lining and the straps. The bitty bags do not require the flex foam. It would make them way too stiff. They're cute little like sock project bags or little purses or things like that. Like I said, the last time I think I said I made one for my granddaughter, and she loved it. She carried that thing everywhere when we were there that weekend. Anyway, acquisitions, I have a lot because I was gifted some fun money by my sweet hubby, and I won't tell you all the things I bought with it, but I'll give you some of the biggies. So I bought a magnetic self-healing mat and ruler from Sew Tights. I don't have it in here, and it's big, so I couldn't really I've put it away where it's supposed to go, and then I just get it out when I need it. But it's really cool, and it's a game changer, I'm just telling you. A magnetic self-healing mat, and it flips over so you don't have to wear out one side of it. You can flip it over and use the other side. And then the ruler is magnetic and sticks to it, and then it comes with extra magnets so you can make it even stick more. But I mean, I was cutting fabric the other day, and I mean, it just doesn't move. You know, I mean, I know you're still holding your hand on it, but it did not move. It didn't shift, and sometimes that's so frustrating. I've tried putting the rubber stuff on the back of my rulers so that they don't shift, and they still shift. And then you have a uneven cut, and then you end up evening it out and wasting fabric, and goodness knows I don't want to waste beautiful fabric. Anyway, that's really cool. I like it. They were on sale, and then the lady from the Sewing Report, I'm sorry, I don't know her name, that I follow on YouTube, she had a code that you could use on top of their sale price to get even a nicer percentage off. And so that was like, oh, when I was gifted this money, I was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna get. Now, I don't want you to think my husband got nothing out of it, because he has a wood shop where he makes things with wood, and he has a lot of machines, and he has purchased some new machines and some wood and some other things. So it's not like he didn't get to spend some fun money too. And I can promise you what he spent is more, because he still feels bad that I haven't spent more, but anyway, I'm trying to behave myself. So then I also got for my Crafty business a label, and it prints mailing labels, which I don't really need at this point because I'm not doing like online sales, but it's a thermal label printer. It's actually back behind me. You can't see it. I can't pick it up because I've got something attached to it and I don't want to tear the labels. The one I have is pink. It's a cute little pink label printer. Anyway, but it also prints stickers, which I'm using it for that right now. And so this is another one of my acquisitions, is some bags, but I'm printing these little stickers to go on it that say thank you. And then in the tiny letters it says, made with love, Carla is crafty, and it has a little heart on it, and it says thank you. And so I'm putting those stickers on my bags when I sell stuff. So that was fun. And you just like, I get on Canva and design the sticker and then just upload it to the Munbin, I don't know how you pronounce that, app, and it prints it. You know, and it's a thermal printer, so it's not printing in color and it's not printing fancy, but I just bought the stickers off of Amazon, the same place I bought the printer. I bought the little purple stickers because purple's my favorite color. I wanted a purple printer, but they didn't have one. They had pink and blue and white, and I got the pink one because that's okay. And then I got a trifold grid panel, those metal grid panels. I don't know if you'd seen them, but it's 3 grid panels that are like 6 foot tall by, I want to say 2 feet wide or something, and there's 3 of them, and they fold up, and you can just set them up to hang your things on. Obviously, it's big and it's heavy, and I couldn't move it in here. It's actually out in the storeroom, ready to go in my car when we go to market. We did check to make sure it fit in the back of my car. I have a SUV, nice little size vehicle, and so I had the back seats laid down, and I thought if I have to lay down the middle row seats, I can do that, but it slides right in between those middle row captain's chairs, so it's perfect. It doesn't need to be strapped to the roof rack on my car, but if it did, I could use that. That's what I was making sure it fit in the vehicle. My husband went out and helped me load it in so we make sure it would fit, because he's like, well, what are you gonna do if it doesn't fit? I said, I got a roof rack and I'll figure out how to use it. Then I picked up those shopping bags from Amazon. So I have shopping bags. I wanted to get some big enough to put the Mondo bags in. I don't know if somebody's going to want to put a bag in a bag, but if they do, I have a bag because I don't want their bag to get dirty before they leave the market. I got some little chalk signs that have little easels. See, it's got a little easel it stands on. Oh, me. I think there's 12 of them in there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's 12 of them in there. And they're 5 by 6, 5 inches by 6 inches with a base stand. They're just little mini to put prices and stuff on. And so then I got some white chalk markers. I also have some multicolored chalk markers coming tomorrow from Amazon because I thought, I think I need some multicolored ones too. I got other little things that won't matter a heap to anybody. The one market, you're not allowed to have any food at your stall if you're not a food vendor, but the other market is an outdoor fall market, and so I thought, thank you TJ Maxx. I got 2 of these. There's one's a little taller, and so they're Halloween. And I'm gonna put, I know candy corn is kind of Halloween, but that would be sticky and gross. So I'm going to do cinnamon discs and butterscotch discs. And then, of course, at Christmas time, I'll have to get some little Christmas ones and put peppermints in them because peppermint's my favorite anyway. I don't know. But again, I want to do another market like in November closer to Christmas, hopefully. And if I do, then I would do something more Christmassy like that. And then I got a 4-foot table. It's just a fold up with a handle, white 4-foot table. And I did get some table covers for it from Amazon too. From Premier sent me an email and they had this pattern. And look, it's slouchy socks. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to be making that. I'm going to be making those because, anyway, they're knitted. And they're made with size 3 or 3.25 millimeter double pointed needles or whatever. And then I don't use double pointed needles for my socks. I know that's what most patterns call for. I use circular needles because the double pointed needles are the bane of my existence. Sorry, they are. And I know they shouldn't be. But you know how some things just don't work for you? And so you use what works, right? It's like people, when I started knitting, they're like, oh, you're a crocheter, and so you should be able to continental knit. I can't hold my needles like that. I do not continental knit. I can't tell you what. I just, you know, and when I crochet, I'm a stabber. I hold my needle, I hold my hook like this, and some people hold theirs like a pencil. I can't do that. It just doesn't work for me. Anyway, I just thought, slouchy socks, that's so 80s. I gotta make some, you know, because I'm from the 80s, right? And then I've been watching this lady. Oh, I can't. She sews. I'm not thinking of her channel name. Anyway, she sews things. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, very sweet lady, and she's very good at teaching, okay? I mean, I'm an experienced seamstress, quilt maker. I've been sewing for 35 years. I didn't start till after I got married because I was never going to get married and settle down and have kids and do anything crafty. And look what happened to me. So there you go. I'm sorry, my hair's flipping up and it's driving me crazy. It was because I put that apron on and took it off and I flipped my hair, didn't I? Anyway, she makes the cutest things, and she'll go to Dollar Tree. She makes other things too with stuff from other places, but she'll go to Dollar Tree and get like their back quarter squares of fabric or things like that. And she gets these dish drying mats. Now, these are not from the Dollar Tree. These are from Dollar General. I was in Dollar General the other day looking for something because I live in a small town and we basically have a grocery store and a Dollar General, okay? We don't have much else. And it's got to go 20 miles or whatever to get to Walmart, and I was just looking for something. Anyway, Dollar General had all their summer stuff on sale, and so I got these dish drying mats. I got these blueberry ones. Now this lady, she makes bags that are lined with zippers and this and that, and she makes all sorts of little things. I am going to make a mat to set my sewing machine on, and then I'm going to I have 2 of these. This one isn't for me, this is for someone else, but I have 2 of these, and then I'm going to sew this on like this and do this and make lines with pockets so that hangs off the front of my sewing table, right? So the mat will hold my sewing machine from sliding around on the tabletop like it does, but this will be pockets for my stuff, for my supplies. I just thought that was brilliant. You can buy patterns to make those things, but you have lined fabric already, and I know it's kind of fuzzy or whatever. Now this is going to be mine, and I know it's 4th of July. I know it's red, white, and blue. I happen to be very patriotic, and I like red, white, and blue. But oh my goodness, aren't these cute? They're patriotic gnomes. Anyway, I have 2 of those, and so, you know, I'm going to sew this onto this and then make pockets out of that. So, you know, anyway, I know, I'm sorry, sorry. Just a little crazy sometimes, but I just thought those were so cute. They had all their, like, 4th of July and all their, I guess it was all their summer stuff. I don't know. They had it all on clearance, and so these were regular, I want to say they were regular $5 or $6, and they were buy one get one free. So I paid $6 for 2 of them, which still was cheap, right? I don't know, or maybe they were 50% off. I just know I didn't pay full price for them, and I thought they were cute. And that's not, I bought them because I'd been watching this lady make different things with them, and I was going to, you know, try and make some of those things. But then when I got home, I went, oh, I need to stick something under my sewing machine. It's sliding around on this tabletop and it's driving me crazy. So I just popped one open and stuck it in there, and I went, well, that worked really well. You know, it's amazing the things that you just try something and it works really well. So anyway, it worked really well, and I thought, oh, I could sew another one on there, because I bought 2 of each because I was going to make like big bags, you know, and she does the box bottom and everything, and they're super cute. And like I said, she's a really good teacher, and I know people feel like zippers are daunting. I personally don't like putting zippers in things, just because when I made clothing, that could be quite challenging and stuff like that. But doing a zipper on a bag is way different. And the way she teaches, I mean, the woman is really marvelous. And I will pop her thing in below too, because I want you to check her out if you do any sewing or if you want to learn to sew. She is a great teacher, and she does little tutorials, and she just shows you some great ideas. She just did like a table runner out of fat quarter squares from Dollar Tree. So she likes to show people who don't, you know, who maybe not want to invest a lot of money in things, or maybe just don't have the funds to invest in their crafts and stuff. She can show you those things. I mean, you can definitely make them with more expensive stuff, but she shows you how to do it on a budget, and I think that's really cool. And she's super sweet and funny and smart, and she makes clothing that's really cute, and she's just a very positive person, and I enjoy watching her. So anyway, you know me, I like happy. Okay, I think I've bored you now for almost an hour, so I'm going to shut my mouth and move on. I want you guys to have a lovely week, and remember, Jesus loves you and so do I, and take care of yourselves and be good to each other. Bye.